I have a story for everybody, by the way. I wanted to tell this on stream. At the grocery store, you know how you have the cart, you walk around with the cart. Let's pause it, because I want to make sure you get this whole thing. So at the grocery store, you have a cart, and you walk around with it, you put stuff in it, and there are aisles at the grocery store, and then there is the outside area outside of the aisles. And it's kind of hard to see if you have the cart, and you're pushing the cart, and when you come out of one of the aisles, there might be somebody to the left or to the right, and it's kind of hard to see it. So you need to inch a little. Is somebody coming? Oh, okay, somebody is coming. And what happens sometimes is you both are moving at the same time. And whoa, hold on, oh, sorry. So that happened. It was just there was some lady, and it was like, oh, oh, look out for the traffic jams. Yeah, be careful, traffic. I say that. I do that pretty much every time that happens. It's a way to just be like, oh, whatever. Oh, look out for the grocery store traffic. And I kind of looked over to my peripheral, and I saw another lady who saw that altercation and was like, oh, that's, didn't really like say anything about it. Just kind of like, oh, okay, like you saw that. Fast forward about 25 minutes. A different person. I did it again. And I did the same line. I did the, oh, look out, the traffic coming through. And the person that saw it the first time happened to be there as again a second time, and didn't say anything. It didn't see, nobody like said anything. It was just like, oh, you saw that. I didn't even address it. This was not a problem at all. So a third time it was about to happen, and I made sure that I wasn't going to use that line. And it was just like, oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. And did I look like a dick and didn't do my quintessential patented line of, look out for the traffic, grocery store traffic jam? And did that person think that I was a dick? Because I was so afraid of another person seeing me do that for a third time. So I just didn't do it. I just kind of was like, oh, yep, sorry about that. Cycling through your NPC dialogue. Yeah, but here's the thing. We all have a couple of NPC dialogues that we pull out to strangers. And you really don't want people to know that that's your NPC dialogue. So being kind of caught using one of your 5 NPC lines is like, oh, that's yours, huh? You're the look out for the traffic, grocery store traffic jam. And I've realized I say that all the fucking time. Almost every time that happens, I kind of look up, I perk up a little, and I say, look out for the traffic. And now I'm afraid to do it again. I got to get some new lines. I got to get another line. I just figured you guys think that was funny. But it's like doing that a second time and being aware that somebody may have heard you do it already. And then maybe a third time too. Yeah, nobody wants to see. Well, you gotta save those NPC lines. You're such an overthinker. Yeah. Welcome to my world. I'm taking your shopping NPC line. No, don't do that, because if you guys start doing that, if you guys start to say that, then if I say it again, then I'm doing like a trend. No, that's my shit. The grocery store traffic. Be careful. Oh, traffic jam. That's not yours. That's mine. You come up with some of the dumb bullshit. Don't take mine. That's not your line. I used it last week. Do you pretend to honk the cart too? No, because that's weird. That's a weird guy thing to do. That's weird. If I was like, oh, look out for the traffic jam. Honk honk. No, it's like, that you had me for a second. Now I don't want to fucking get away from me. The first part is fine. There's nothing wrong with the first part. It's cordial, it's friendly, it's, hey, whoops-a-daisy, right? Now, adding that is you're a weird guy now. Don't do that. That's a weirdo fucking thing to do. Now, beep beep is also weird. Don't add a sound effect. People are gonna think you're a weird person. It's trying too hard. Yeah, no, it is. You're already trying too hard by saying anything more than, excuse me. That's already trying too hard. It's that you're already trust me. The like disarming a situation that is not a situation is already what's going on. Oh, by the way, I got a story. Who cares what he's saying? I have a story for you. Remember when I played Lego Star Wars? And I told you guys, I'm playing Lego Star Wars right now. I have to stop like saying fuck and stuff like that, right? Because like this is like a kid's game. Okay, my nieces and nephews love Lego Star Wars. It's like their favorite thing in the world. And I got a text from my parents and from my sister that said, hey, just want to let you know, the kids were watching your stream because they love Lego Star Wars, and we had to mute you because you kept saying fuck so much. It's like, oh my God, why did you do that? The kids love Lego Star Wars. It's like their favorite thing in the world right now, apparently. And I had to have been like the only person on Twitch playing that game. I was swearing a lot. And like, I think they were watching during the swamp section. So you could see maybe my surprise and my embarrassment when I know that like my family is gathering around the fire and putting Uncle up on the screen while I freak the fuck out at a children's Lego game that they all love, and I'm losing my mind over it. Like, you have to just to think about how I may have felt when I was told that. By the way, see you in hell when I get this whole stream removed. Should I turn off the... Should I, like, mess with the music? What if I just fuck with it? Does that count? All right, go before I get in trouble. Okay, get the bad guys. We need an R2 unit. Fuck. Swore in front of the little brother. Oh, shit! Get him. Come on, little brother. Do something. This is definitely a play with your little brother game, and they'll do exactly what Qui-Gon is doing right now. Come on, get the bad guys. Harry, you deal with those guys. I'll turn off. I'll do the puzzle. Fuck, I have to deal with my little brother. If I had, like, actual gaming, I could actually do it. Oh my God, what the fuck is all this? You're a level 2 golden cube. It means fucking nothing. What is it? I don't get it. I'm sorry. This is like a kid's game. Kids might find this stream. You think about that? This is a mature content warning before you click on this. Lego Star Wars. Just want to let you know that this is like could be fucked up. How again? One stud is $1 from the debt. All right. Yeah. Good. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, sure. That's a good idea. Yeah. I'm gonna collect all of these fucking things. I'm gonna get like 1 billion. No, I need that. I need that money. What the fuck is it doing? Stop spawning me in the hole. I need this money. Stop. Every 10K is one sub. Excuse me? No. It's every stud is $1 off of the fucking German national debt counter. Imagine compromising with like a chat room about not wanting to pay $2.5 billion so you'll have a doctored footage image of your fucking thick, huge ass that they can share and spam as a compromise. What the hell is happening? What is this? Put a bunch of filters on that and fucking I'm available. Is it okay if I put like a doctored picture of my big, fat, thick fucking ass for an emote? Show feet for 10 million. Nope. I would rather O forever. Some of you guys heard the word feet and then just got super interested in this like little game we're playing. What place am I in? I don't know what that means. I have like 2 stars? 2 out of 3 stars. Are the cops coming? Bad joke. Hey, add it to the debt, motherfucker. Uh-oh. Big battle. Why do they have disguises on their... Oh. Looks like somebody was on the comedy tab in Pornhub where they put like disguises on there like penis. What possible context would that joke be in? Those guys had the nose and the mustache like on their crotch. What are you talking about? Oh, that's right. This is a kid's game. What I meant to say was, I don't want to get any like parents to write me any letters. He's lost his mind. No, you've lost your mind. You are high. I know it. You don't know anything. You don't know anything about me. Jerma is dummy thick. Thanks for the 5 community subs. You know, it's funny too. I've gained like 20 pounds. It's definitely gotten way bigger. 4-part thick Jerma ass emote. That's such like an old drunk fucking fat guy thing to say. Anybody seen my glasses? Yeah, they're up your ass. You're up your ass. You checked up your ass? And dude, in my fanfiction, Link talks. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, Darth Maul breaks his double-sided lightsaber in half and hands the other side to Qui-Gon, and they fucking both fight with a single saber in it. I thought I had to go in order, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I watch the movies? All right, fuck the whole prequel trilogy. That stuff sucks. Go up the ramp, whopper cock. Okay, if you put your hand like on your ass right now, the heat like coming off your ass right now, I would consider like McDonald's like warm. Like that's like fast food warm to me. Battleship? Speaking of Battleship, what a fucking pog game that is. It's a children's game. Yeah, but doesn't mean it's not designed to do more. Hey, this is too intense for a kid's game. There's violence in this, you're right. There's violence in this. No violence in my kid's game. Only violence that I want in my kid's programming. Daffy Duck getting his face blown off by a shotgun. Get off me. Oh shit, just killed Yoda. Oh Yoda, I'm sorry. Yoda! Kids eat this shit up, don't they? What the fuck? You have to move with me. What the fuck? This sucks. I have not had any trouble at all for 4 hours until the stupid swamp level. And of course it's a swamp level. All game developers, I don't care if it matches the fucking scene for scene of the movie. Don't do swamp levels ever. They're all terrible. Make it concrete. Okay, R2, get the fuck on that. What the fuck is he doing? I get it. Fuck the goddamn swamp level. All swamp levels suck. If I ever make a video game, I'm gonna have the swamp level be the first level in the game. And then what happens is the swamp level, before you even start, it's like, here we are, we're at the swamp. Everybody loves these. Then you get to start, and then a fucking nuclear bomb drops in front of you. What's the point? This is a children's game. Quiet. What the fuck is in here? What? Why is there a tractor in here? In this fucking stupid movie. All right, let's just absolutely embarrass the fuck out of him. Last hit from R2-D2. You know what I could go for right now? A huge, soft, hot pretzel. Big one. What the fuck is that? Hurry the fuck up. What are you doing? All right, I want everybody to act in the chat right now like this is fucking crazy. Like, holy shit, I can't believe he's actually gonna do it. I'm fucking nervous though. Like, this is the first I've ever been in the game. This is like the hardest fucking fight in the game. Come on, I have 1 life left. No, bad start. Really bad fucking start. Fuck. Fuck. No! Fuck. No! No! What the fuck? No! No!
That's a community service, pal.
And I said on that stream, maybe I should be careful because
so I did what
this is a kid's game. There was so much fucked up shit. Oh man, I gotta grow up. I gotta grow up a little bit. I think that's the wake-up call. It's time to grow up, right? Like I gotta grow up. I'm like in my 30s. I gotta grow up. It's time. I think that's the catalyst. That's it. Omega Lil, time to grow up. But what about Peter Pan? Isn't Peter Pan like 60? How old is Peter Pan?
You do the math.
Like in the actual lore, Peter Pan was like a kid who never grew up and he never grew old, and he was Peter Pan and he could fly, right? He was like 65 years old. I need to grow up. Also, Peter Pan lore is cool, right? I never said it was cool. I just said it was a fact. Toys R Us don't grow up. No, Toys R Us don't grow up. Toys R Us just go out of business.
Howdy.
They didn't grow up. So they failed. Thank you, Matherin, for the $5. You said The Last Jedi was very low on the Star Wars tier list, but I can't imagine it's worse than the prequels, is it? No. It's not. It is not. It's a good movie. And without getting like really spoilery or talking about The Last Jedi, it's just like, all right, so they made The Force Awakens. And it feels like The Force Awakens, and it feels like The Last Jedi is like not the sequel to The Force Awakens. Does that make any sense? It feels like The Last Jedi was like, they took all like the stuff that they brought up in The Force Awakens and then said, who cares? And they made a different movie. Does that make any sense? I hope that makes sense. It's not like it doesn't feel like a sequel to the last one, the episode 7. It was like Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, there was a lot of like random like Guardians of the Galaxy humor. I don't know. I don't. Here's the thing with things that people love, right? And this happens in the video game world too. This happens in all forms of media. When somebody loves something,
and you say something about it, you may as well be outside of my fucking house with like knives and torches. You know what I mean? Like we live in this climate where if somebody loves something, watch out for those fucking eggshells, because if you say something about that Force Awakens movie, boom, like you'll see you later. The whole world will come after you. Gotta love the internet. I'll eat you alive. But I would put The Last Jedi, and I really hate to say this, but I think The Force Awakens was a better movie. Are they coming? Are they here? Are they here? Oh shit, lock the doors! They're all fucking coming in with knives! I'm dead! I'm gonna lose! Wait, what? What is this? Okay, sorry, I'm like a squirrel. Like I was just like talking and then I saw like a shiny object and was like, oh, what's that? Joke alert. No, there's no jokes. There's no joke alert. Every time alright. Every time, like, if I like start to this is what happens when you're like a fucking dickhead like me, right? Everything I say has to be a joke. Incoming joke. Like, no, like there's no incoming jokes. Here it comes. Fucking being Mega Man for Halloween. You want to see how to do a cheap Mega Man costume? Just like this. Get it here. Like that. Spray paint it blue. Bye-bye. Thank you to Peaceful Haley for the $1. I saw The Last Jedi and I loved it. Here we go. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but it gave me feelings of the older movies, and it made me happy. Kind of felt like a kid watching it. I guess Luke just made the whole movie for me. And the fact that it seems they're wanting to take the story into other directions that we might not, yada, 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 yada. Let's move away from Star Wars. But thank you so much. I just don't want to talk about Star Wars anymore. And I saw a couple of ha-has in the chat, ban those people forever. I want them gone forever. And if they ever talk ever again, I will personally contact Twitch TV staff and have them permanently IP banned from my chat. You understand? If I see another, okay, fine. Okay, yeah, but if I see another 4,000 to 5,000 ha-has in this chat before I leave, then that's fine. That you're all going to get permanently internet protocol banned from my fucking chat room. You're on a VPN? You don't think I know how to get through those? That's the real haha. Come on, man. Give me a break. VPN stands for Very Passable Network. Come on, that's like in the hacker forums. You don't know that? Come on. Jesus Christ.
Cheese sauce. Where do I get cheese sauce? From him?
Yeah.
Cheese sauce. You know what? I could go. It's only been like an hour and a half. I can't talk about this right now. But I'm gonna. Because fuck it. You know what I mean? I want right now a like 12-inch soft like white sub roll and just shaved ribeye just slapped in it. And I want to watch the guy. I want to watch the guy take the big knife, take the big hot loaf of bread and just slice down the middle with a huge knife. You know what I'm talking? You guys know what I mean, right? He's got that long ass knife and he just goes like whoop, and he opens it and then just slap ribeye, just like perfectly cooked ribeye. A little bit of onion, just like raw onion, and then just take the fucking wet cheese sauce, the gross stuff from the movie theater, and just pump it on there. And close it. Wrap it up in foil. In foil. It better be in foil or I don't want it. Wrap it in foil, put it in a bag, and ding, hit the thing and give it to me.
Crando face!
I will take, if you don't have the movie theater cheese sauce, I will absolutely take you taking the sub roll and using it as a glove to pick up the mess of meat, cheese, and onions that is on the flat top. And like putting it face down and closing it and picking it up. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like the meat, the cheese, and all the stuff is on the flat top. And they take the sub roll, It's open. They butterfly it open, place it face down on the flat top with the meat and the cheese and everything, and they like hold it up, scoop it up. I'll take that too.
She came on TV talking big about this new superfood.
And I can't wait
wanted in.
when you get to
So I
the
quit
end.
my dead-end job and followed that
The
stench
end of the roll.
possibility.
You eat the first of all, it's cut in half. Let's be clear. It's cut in half. You go through the front part. The end of the sub roll has this bunched up bunch of cheese in the very end of the roll. And there's just a little bit of meat in there. And it's the best part. Like VH1's the best thing I ever ate. What am I doing?
Delicious.
Well, Food Network.
Straight to the top of Money Town, baby.
Just like super cut me into that show. He wants to fuck a sandwich?
Yeah,
I
tried
don't
to
want
make
to
you
fuck
so
a
little,
sandwich.
didn't need
If
any
that's what you got from this.
That's God, it-
Okay, now that I think about like pretzels and shit, if there was like I'm trying to think of like a food item that I would present to the aliens when they landed. Like we had to come together and be like, this is the thing that is the best thing in all of humanity. This is the greatest food. This is the greatest thing that we could possibly do, eat. Because they're gonna judge us on it. It would be a hot pretzel. And I think that the planet would be spared. It would be a hot, crispy, soft on the inside, a hot, huge pretzel with salt, a hot thing of like beer cheese, and honey mustard, and it would be fine. I think it's the single greatest food invention of all humanity. I think that's like the greatest thing I've ever had in my life. Fuck beer cheese. Or not, we could just a like cheddar or something, just cheese, like hot cheese. If I were the alien, I'd leave. If the people that are writing gross for talking about like a hot pretzel, you're doing like a troll face in real life. I don't think there's a human on Earth. I don't think there's a person that's alive on Earth right now that does not like would turn down a hot pretzel. I can't imagine anybody would ever do that. If you're hungry and you know I've got snacks and I go, hey, I got hot pretzels, you'd be like, what? Oh, okay, nice. Really? Nice. Yes. Like if I said, oh yeah, I've got yogurt. I mean, some of you might be like, oh, nice. But a lot of you might be like, not really into that. If a hot pretzel, everybody would. I don't think anybody doesn't like that. Pretzels taste like ass. They don't. Pretzels demonstrate our advance in agriculture and cultivation. That's true. That actually is true. I mean, it would be, but okay, so but I think when he said pizza, I don't know. I've had some really bad pizza before. And I don't think I would want to give the alien something that's going to give him diarrhea. Right, so anything else that you could think of, pretzel's not going to give you diarrhea. But like a really bad pizza might, because of grease and stuff. Or like we wouldn't want to give the aliens Burger King, because what if they have diarrhea? They'd be like, why do they eat this? Yeah, you wouldn't want to feed the alien something that was going to give it a gastric upset. Pretzels are plain enough, but they wouldn't upset your stomach or anything. No, I would not give the aliens Whataburger. It's too much. Think about it. An alien has not had, like, fucking pizza grease before. It's gonna taste it, and it's probably gonna shit its pants. Taco Bell. But you would give them beer cheese. No, I didn't say I was gonna give the aliens beer cheese. I said that I would prefer beer cheese with that. What if the aliens can't process the... You'd have to be what's plain enough? But is no... Because I'm telling you, what if aliens probably eat... We don't know what their digestive tract is like. They might not be able to handle, like, a cheeseburger. Banana? Oh, that's boring, though. A baked potato. That's like kind of plain. A crisp apple. Actually, you know what? That might be the one. I don't think you can get, yeah, like just like a fresh apple. You don't start the aliens with the cheesy gordita crunch. The alien would like take a bite out of it. Oh, cheesy gordita crunch. Okay, let's see. This is what you are giving us for food, and it's the best that you. Okay. They're gonna like shit, and then they're gonna take their laser gun out and point it at you, and like, and liquidate you, and then that starts the fucking war because they're gonna think you poisoned them. Way too much fat, too much grease, right? And trust me, I love these things. Spicy ranch would take them out. Apple would be probably fine. Whoa. Give them a ghost pepper? They would see that as an act of war, is what you don't understand. They would think that this was poison and you were trying to, like, kill one of their alien ambassadors. It's an act of war. Give them one single taki. So I am exhausted right now. I'm very tired. But I did want to stream for a little while, at least do something, because I am fucking infuriated. I am infuriated. That's typical for me, right? I get mad sometimes. But this guy, the name of this title of this stream, if you're curious, is the fucking complain stream. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna complain for like an hour, and then I'm going to bed. So, anyways, what we're gonna complain about is computers. And how, for some reason, I seem to have this horrible fucking bad luck. So we are going to go back to Mortal Redneck. No Twitch integration tonight. I want to chill and just read chat. Let the hate flow through you. So, you guys, you won't survive without our help. But I'm not like going for wins. This is going to be like a complain cast. It's going to be a complain podcast. Where I just like talk shit about people. All right, so what have I got here? This guy with the weird bat box. Okay, all right. This guy, you hurt yourself. I don't even know what this guy does, but who cares? All right, so earlier today I was gonna stream Yakuza, which is a PlayStation 4 game, as we all know. I'm on a brand new computer. I got this custom built computer. Computer's brand new. And I figured, oh, nice. I might as well get an internal capture card. Because, external capture card is annoying. It has a delay. It is a streamed. There's a delay when you use a external capture card. It's like a full second and a half. It's really annoying to sync up. It can go out of sync, and it's really fucking annoying. So I had the people that built this computer put in an internal capture card. And the fucking thing just doesn't even work. It's just bricked. And I didn't even know that it was bricked, because why would I even think that was gonna happen? You know what I mean? I go to like to set up like Yakuza, like, oh, here we go, plug in. I got my internal fucking PCI Express capture card. Nice. Thing doesn't even fucking turn on. It won't even do anything. I actually went in and I switched PCI slots. The thing's just broken. Like, what the fuck? Why? Didn't build your own computer. See, I told you guys, I built my own computer before, and I did it fine, and then it, like, made a bunch of buzzing sounds, and I cried. You guys have heard that story before. I built a computer one time, like, 10 years ago, and it made that sound when I turned it on, and I turned it off, unplugged it from the wall, and cried. It's a true story. Why would you cry? Because, I don't know, I, like, saved up a bunch of money, and I'm gonna build a computer, and I put it all together, and it was just like, and it took like all day. It just was like overwhelming fucking sadness. I couldn't help it. I was just like, this sucks. I'm fucking so sad. Yeah, who wouldn't cry for that? Are you kidding me? What a disaster of a day. And I got it built by like a fucking, I didn't get, some like random guy at the Geek Squad didn't build this computer. This was done by a huge, like, prestigious company. By the way, fuck this company. I haven't determined if I'm going to talk shit about this company yet. It depends on how well they treat me when I go in and talk to them. You know what I mean? It depends on how well they fucking treat me when I go speak to them. Why complain to us when you could complain to them and shut them down? Oh, they heard a stern phone call this afternoon, I can tell you that. But it was one of those stern phone calls where the guy that I was talking to really clearly didn't give a shit and had nothing to do with the problem.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm a paying customer. This computer was thousands of dollars. I'm gonna speak to a manager. And he's just like, okay. He didn't give a fuck. What did he care? Like, what does this guy care? He had nothing to do with it. He's a guy like answering phones. You need to calm down. Well, that's the thing though. Like, I can't calm down because I like bought this fucking computer thinking all my technical problems were gonna go away. I'm gonna spend a bunch of fucking money. I'm gonna invest in the stream, have the stream look better. And like my USB ports on the front of the fucking case don't work. There was like a cooling driver installation problem. My internal capture card doesn't fucking work. It's like, did somebody build this computer with fucking like toothpicks, or is this a fucking computer? Like, what, you don't even test the USB ports in the front? Are you fucking out of your mind? You didn't even plug like a USB port thing. You didn't put like a thumb drive in to make sure it works. Walmart computer. It very well should have been. I told you, this is a complaint stream. Yeah, when you click on this stream, you know exactly what you're getting. You don't build USBs and you build a computer. Wait, no, I'm talking about like the USB slots on the front of my case that are connected to the motherboard. Has like the USB hub controller just don't even work. It's like the guy got that far and was like, oh shit, I forgot to plug that into the motherboard. Whoops. I ain't fucking taking apart my work and doing it again to make sure I do that. It's staying. Because I opened it and I tried to see like where the cords were, but the way that the cables are done, there's a lot of cable work. So I would have to undo all this guy's cable work to do this. The computer is built nicely. It's not like a badly built computer. And obviously like I'm using it right now. But all these like little things put together was just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
And what about fluids too? All right, so we figured out like an apple would probably be the best thing for to give them first. Would it be just water? I feel like water is not impressive though. Give them Mountain Dew. No, that's all. That would also be like an active war. I think it'd be like some kind of tea, milk, maybe like a lemonade. Actually, that might be strawberry. What'd you say? Strawberry banana smoothie. Actually, that might be a good one. Give them a Red Bull. They're not used to caffeine. They don't know what caffeine is, and it's like they take one sip of the Red Bull, they go, oh, sort of tart. What do you call this again? And their fucking heads explode. We have to be careful. Sour warheads. No, as an active war. I've seemed to have just terrible luck with technology recently. And it's like affecting the streams, and it's obviously like, I want to stream when I say I want to stream, and I want to stream. I want to have fun. I want to make sure the things I'm doing are interesting for you guys and fun for you guys. Like it's very fucking important to me. And when I like can't do those things because of stuff that's like not even in my control, it drives me fucking. Jerma's a control freak. You know, I have to have control of the situation. Can I even play this game if I'm angry? Like, it's just kind of in the background, just sitting here while I talk to you guys and hang out. Ashbringer, again, Ashbringer, this is $100 now. I accidentally typed the first cheer as just a regular message, Jerma Moon. So I decided to make another one just to let you know that I want to say thank you for all the things you've done for us. These bits don't even cover half of what you've done for me personally. Well, Ashbringer, like look at what you're doing for me. Look what you just did for me. You know what I mean? Like that. You just gave me $100 fucking dollars. Like you guys do so much for me. It's like unbelievable how much you fucking guys have done for me over the years. So thank you guys for fucking sticking around and being here and for giving me like money and shit like that. Like you guys have done so much shit for me. It's like remarkable. But like that's why this shit pisses me off. Because like there's a lot of subscribers to this channel. There's a lot of people that give money, and I don't want to just fucking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stream at 7 o'clock. No, I'm not doing it. Something went wrong. Oh, something went wrong again. Fuck it. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
I want to like I want the streams to be fucking good. I want you guys to think that they're fun. And I want you to like not have to worry about like, Jerma's gonna stream at like 7 o'clock. Nah. He's just not even here for like 3 days. Your assistant is so fired. Don't even trip. Yeah, but like here's alright, here's the thing. When a lot of times people say like, oh, don't worry about it, it's alright, like shit happens, like, you know, the last few weeks has been like fucking all over the place, but don't worry about it, right? But that's what I do. You know, I do worry about it. I do, because like I'm the guy that's like Mr. Worry Man. I worry about everything. I'm that guy. I've been that guy my whole life. I've been Mr. Worry Man my entire life. I want things to be good. I want you guys to be like, I want you guys to enjoy the time that's here. And look, when I can tell when a stream sucks. Trust me. Like you guys think you can tell when a stream sucks? I can tell when a stream sucks or when a video sucks, and it drives me fucking crazy. It fucking pisses me off so bad because I'm sitting there just going like, this fucking shit sucks. Hopefully nobody notices that this. Like, of course you notice when it sucks. Of course you do. Jerma, we're all Mr. Worry Man. Don't worry, man, Mr. Worry Man. But I want to increase the value of these streams, not decrease them. And that's something that I struggle with on a day-to-day basis. Because, like, I want these streams to be, like, valuable to you guys and valuable to me. Like, I'm not valuable in, like, a monetary sense, but, like, I love when shit just goes right. And when shit goes wrong, on stream especially, or, like, an hour before stream, it makes me want to tear my fucking eyeballs out. Like, an hour before the stream was supposed to start today at noon. There was no reason for me to ever think that my internal fucking PCI Express capture card was bricked. There was no way for me to know. Because I didn't have to, I wasn't like playing a PlayStation game. I wasn't playing like a PS4 game this week or last week. I was doing other stuff. But why would I even think that my brand new computer would have a bricked capture card? And like an hour before the stream, it's like, I got a bricked capture card. But now what the fuck am I gonna do? Now I'm trying to like fix it while, all the while of like sitting here trying to type in chat like, I've got technical problems again. I'll see you guys at 2:40. It's like, what the fuck? And then it just didn't work at all. And I turned my computer off. I'm fucking pulling out switches. And now here I am at like fucking 11 o'clock at night. And I'm not even doing the thing that I wanted to do, which was start Yakuza. I have Yakuza and I have Until Dawn that I have for PS4 games. But I guess it gets to a point where there's just been, and you guys know as well as I do, there's been a lot of just technical issues with this stream. Time trial, don't get hit. What was that time trial even for? What's that? Did I just have to get to the end? Play Until Dawn? I want to. And then I have another capture card. Like, regardless of how long it takes me to get this thing fixed, to get a new internal capture card, I have my old Elgato capture card just sitting in a fucking box. But guys, you know how much I fucking don't want to do that. I don't want to go like into a fucking box that's packed up and pull out an old shitty fucking capture card that I thought, well, I was done with forever. So that's the thing. That's what that is icing on top of the cake, right? You made me a fucking like, you made me a Elgato dog shit birthday cake, and you put it in the fucking freezer. And you took it out and you put it in the closet and it was in there for like, you know, this is, I'm not even doing the analogy right. I started off a different way. Let's just put it this way. I don't want to have to like go into a fucking box and pull out an old shitty card, external, and do all the problems when I was supposed to, they were supposed to be gone to begin with. Time trial, 0, I lost. But me knowing that putting an internal PCI capture card in this computer was supposed to solve all my issues, and it didn't solve any problems. I have to go dig the fucking Elgato out of a box, like tomorrow, or a Tuesday, whatever. It's like, fuck me. Like, I don't want to do that, but I have to. What about the PS4 feature? Yeah, but the PS4 feature, I can't, like, it's not at a high bit rate. It's not, like, high quality. I think there's, like, a big delay on it. The chat integration's not that great. Like, I have this fucking new computer to, like, stream these games now at, like, a very good CPU preset, so they look good. What do you think the aliens would give us? I don't know. See, there's no way to know because I don't know. I don't have any of their experiences. What if we gave the aliens edibles? No, that's an act of war. We could make that... No. Anything where the alien would feel different would be a... Why do I feel like this? And then that's when they would start shooting us with lasers. Just give them gas station sushi. Just give them one single olive. I can't put these on my finger. I'm telling you, a hot pretzel is the way to go.
Woohoo! I don't care.
Noodles actually might be a big deal. Just noodles, right? Just like a cup noodle, like instant ramen. Yeah, I think instant ramen might be a good one to put in there. One apple, instant ramen. Because like cup noodle and the instant ramen stuff is very, very palatable. It's not. It just tastes nice. It just tastes nice. It's like a broth, right? With noodles. We don't want to freak them out. Spaghetti. I don't know. I think the tomato sauce would be like an act of war. Grilled chicken. Yeah. Just grilled, seared chicken breast. Sliced. A grilled cheese? Grilled cheese might be pretty good, yeah. You gotta think of stuff that is very, very palatable. Chicken nuggets, maybe? Honestly, it's like the little kid diet is what we're gonna give to aliens. Mac and cheese, apples, chicken nuggets, and like noodles. But that's why though, right? Like little kids can sometimes be really picky eaters. And those are all very, very plain, very palatable. Very... Cheese strings, yep. Literally anything from this planet would be poison to aliens. I don't think so. What about music? Would you introduce breakcore to aliens? No. I think I would start with a snare drum. I would just get into a room. Like, okay, here, like everyone relax. We're all relaxing. We're just hanging out. There's a drum in here. One snare drum. And there's two of us in the room, two of the aliens. And I want to show you this. Just watch. Ready? Like. And they're gonna put their back against the wall and they're gonna be fucking terrified and you know what I mean, just very slow. And I'll be like, you do too, right? Like, see? Kinetic energy. I don't think you go full on band. No. And not electric guitar either. It's one snare drum and then maybe a flute. Just like, that's it. And then just relax because it's gonna be a lot for them. And then I say, you, hop, 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 you that. And they go, oh. And then I go, do, 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 do. And then that's music. That's what we call music. And then you can give them a CD of fucking your favorite Alanis Morissette songs. You know what I mean? Then you give them a CD of all the Blink-182 albums you have. And then they'll figure it out, right? And then you give them the Slipknot album. Now, all you guys that want to have like the big band, no, there's too many instruments. It's like, like there's too many sounds that they've never heard before. You guys want to have a full drum set, a saxophone, a flute, a cello player, 2 electric guitars, a piano. They wouldn't be able to handle it.
You gotta start very slow. Maybe some lounge jazz. Yeah, that's what I would go to next. It's very, very light, smooth jazz. I'm talking like the Hey Arnold background music. That's the kind of stuff that would level them up to. Just that kind of like... And there is a cheeseburger here. They mastered space travel, but they can't handle a drum set. Cheeseburger. People happy. Oh, a cheeseburger.
Why am I collecting furry statues? You guys. Ay, ay, ay. That is so obedient today. I'm gonna stream from the fursuit. Alright, what would it take? I wonder what it would actually take for me to stream a full stream in a fursuit. A lot, because there's no way I would do that in a million years. There would have to be some other reason why I was in it. Okay, if I'm ever on camera in a fursuit, that means that somebody broke into my house, and I am in immediate danger. If I don't do this, and this is what they're telling me to do. So just know that, right? So that'll be like the code word for you guys to know that something wrong is happening. If I'm in a fursuit on camera on stream, I am in immediate danger. Because that's the only way I can think of being. Or unless it was like some video or some special occasion. No. A clown suit is not a fursuit. A clown suit is a clown. It's a person dressed with funny makeup on. Wag your tail if you're being held hostage. Someone broke into your house. Someone broke into your house and made you wear one of the suits in your closet. No, they brought it with them.
I'm on my way over.
No, they brought your suit with you. No, they brought their suit that they wanted me to wear. You know what I'm saying? So they brought a fursuit. And... You know, this conversation is absolutely moronic. I refuse to give this conversation another ounce of my breath. Because I don't want to talk about this anymore. We're gonna fucking talk about something else. But if he brought his fursuit to my house with a machete, and he's swinging it around crazy, going like, "Put this on or you're fucking gonna chop you up into sausages." And I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna do it. There you go.
You've ever played the new Spider-Man games? I streamed the new Spider-Man game that came out. It was PS4 exclusive. Like the Spider-Man game. I didn't play the new PS5 one though. I don't have PS5. Yeah, 5 years ago. The Miles Morales one is really good. It looks good, but I have to get a PS5. I have to be. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Like every time I want to get a PS5, I just can't. It's on PC. Oh. And I'll be really, really honest. I know some of you. I don't want to be like, oh, it's the console war. Here we go. What's even on PS5 besides Demon's Souls, which is the reason to buy the console, right? What's on PS5? That's like an exclusive that's worth getting the console for. Because I'll be very, very completely upfront. I have to be incredibly honest with you. The Xbox Game Pass is actually kind of fucking unbeatable. It's actually amazing. Like, I have found so many games through Game Pass just because they're ready to play. They're right there. And 80% of them, you don't even have to install them. You just play them in the cloud. I'm being dead serious about that. And games like service type shit like that. I'm not bullshitting you. I wouldn't bullshit you. The games as a service type stuff. Think about like the Switch. Like we're gonna release games. Like the SNES and N64 type shit. Yeah, maybe once every 2 fucking months you'll see something. There are at least 3 to 5 new games on Game Pass. It feels like every couple fucking weeks. I'm dead serious. They load that shit up all the time. It's actually awesome. He's bullshitting us. No, I just told you I wasn't. Can you play Dark Messiah of Might and Magic? I already streamed it. The game is amazing. They remove them too, don't they? So games will cycle through it. They have, I think, like 100-something games that are always getting kind of cycled through. But they're there for long enough where you can just play them. I actually think I think you can install some of them too. There are a few constraints, yeah. Yeah, okay, PlayStation Now was garbage. It was garbage. I remember trying to use it. It didn't fucking work. I got disconnected like 70% of the time when I used it. It was trash. It was absolute trash. And I really hate to say that because I like Sony's games and I like PlayStation. This Xbox cloud service is like everything that Stadia wanted to be, and it just works and it's better in every conceivable way. Every conceivable way. Is it better now? When I tried to use it a few years ago, it was like, this is like, why am I even trying? It's better now, Copium. It might be. It was bad before. I remember trying to play Red Dead Redemption. I think, oh my god, I'm getting a flashback. Do you guys remember when I told you about that time when I was like screaming in the car? I went to Walmart, no fucking credit cards, screaming in the car. I screamed in the car. I swear to God, fucking screaming in the car. I'm not kidding. This is real. Listen to my voice. This is not like making this up. I fucking screamed in the car. Nobody was there. I'm just sitting there screaming. Cause like, fuck dude, that sucks so fucking bad. I just wanna I wanna stream Red Dead Redemption. And I like forgot my credit card. Like I went to like Walmart or something and I forgot my credit card. I couldn't get the game to run on the Xbox or something. And I was like screaming, going back and forth in the car, right? And then I tried to just play it on PS Now and it just disconnected every 15 seconds. Then I just turned the stream off. That may have been the worst stream like ever. That's probably the worst stream I've ever done. Yeah, 100%. It was so awful. It was just so painful. Everything was awful. Everything sucked that day. It was just so bad. It was your first collab with Vinny, too. That's right. Okay, there's one. And you want one, too? Look over here. Snowflake! 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 Look over here! Snowflake! Dude, I just ripped out every single cord that was plugged into my computer. I'm not even kidding. I don't know what the hell that was. What was that all about? I'm sitting here completely normal. Like there was nothing wrong, and all of a sudden I look over and I clicked on the start menu, and it was just scrolling. I wasn't scrolling. I unplugged my fucking mouse, my keyboard, like, and I opened up Binding of Isaac. And it was on 2 monitors. And the other monitor was going... Look at the... What? I've been using this computer since I left. What was that for? Oh my god. Anyways, hello, how are you? Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. I have returned from my absence. And we have a lot of things to talk about. This is a lot. Some of these things are really good. Some of these things hold on, let me just open up my thing. Purple Powerade. Oops. Monka S. Well, don't Monka S yet. You don't know what we're talking about. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, where do you start? I have to okay, I have a book report right now. I'm up at the front of the class about to present my book report. And it's different. You're all teachers. I'm one student, you're all teachers, all of you. Like, I got selected to do my book report in front of like the teachers union because it was so good. And I'm up here like, okay, where do I start? George Washington had wood teeth and he okay, so let's start. Why not? But how do what should I put on in the background? Oh, we're gonna play Binding of Isaac because holy shit, Repentance is out. That's very surprising. That's really cool. Hold on, unrecognized gamepad. Don't do this again. Oh god, the projector isn't working. I have my image that I got of the first image search of George Washington's on the fucking projector and it's glitching out on me. George Washington. Okay, there we go. So, what do I want to put here? Everything's gonna be okay. You're the one teacher in the back that realizes that I have like a lot going on. I got a lot to talk about. Son, everything's gonna be just fine. And I'm like, oh yeah, it is gonna be just fine. Thanks, Mr. Davidson. Mr. Davidson reaches in his pocket. He's got like a big flask, and he just like. All right, so let's just get started. I gave you a PR press release before. Those of you that read it, here's what we have. Here's what we'll start right here. As of today, I'm gonna go over the medical stuff. So medically speaking, the reason why I've been gone for so long, and the reason why I was gone a while back too, is to take my pain problem really seriously. And I've started to. I went in. I had 6 injections into my spine. Well, not my spine. That's a lie. Into my like spinal muscles. That was like not even real. Not into my spine. I had 6 injections into the muscles around my spine. They're called trigger point injections. They're supposed to alleviate some of the tension that I've been having in my chest and back that could be radiating. I could have trigger point problems. I could have myofascial pain syndrome. I could have costochondritis. I could have a hernia problem. I could have... the list goes on. This has been going on for 3 years, those of you that aren't aware of this. So, I did those. And they helped a little bit. But it didn't fix the problem. The problem's still there. It hasn't gone away. It might never go away, from what I've potentially been told. So what I have to end up doing now is start to really seriously treat this. Dead serious priority number 1. And I want to do that without having to stop streaming, because I don't want to just stop streaming. I've taken like these month-long breaks, or these like, oh, I'll be back in like 3 months. It sucks. I don't want to do that. Obviously, because I don't want to just disappear. But I kind of have to do what I have to do. And on top of that, there's been some things going on with my family too that I need to really pay attention to. So they're kind of just jumping on top of each other. And I need to I had to make the decision essentially to dial back streaming and like dial back my presence on the internet, I guess you could say. And I don't take this decision lightly. This is not something I'm like really, I can't wait to like only stream once a week. But I have to really start to take this dead seriously. And if I can continue to stream once a week or so, or maybe once or twice a week, depending on what we're doing, I won't have to take these monster breaks. I can focus on going to maybe more intense physical therapy to try to work this out. Do more procedures, get this stuff done, and some of the other stuff going on in my personal life too, without having to do like a 3-month break. And I think that's going to stay for a while. So this is not something that's going to be here for a couple of weeks or like a month. I think this might be a potentially permanent change to stream only once or twice a week. And I mean, I've been doing this for like 10 years, a lot of you know. And if I have to change things to be able to do it the way that I know I can, the way that I'm comfortable doing it, then I'm going to do that. I have to. If I wasn't going to make these changes, then I don't know if I would continue to be able to like want to stream, if I'm serious.
having to like have my brain in like 3 or 4 different places and like come on and do streams and stuff. It's just, it's something I don't think is gonna happen. He's done. No, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not retiring. This is not a I'm retiring stream. My career's not over, all right? It just got started. My career's just getting started. Says the guy in like the dirty overcoat that's like running around outside yelling at like popular streamers. You know, my career just got started. And I reach in and grab the flask and I'm like, you know, who the fuck's that weird guy over there? He keeps like running up and yelling at us. I think that's jerma 985. I've heard of him before. Yeah, you better have. I'll always remember you. The plan is to not have to do that. You understand? The plan here is take some of the stuff going on in my life really fucking seriously and continue to do the thing I like to do, which is this. And I know people are going to be concerned here. I know they are about money. Oh my God, if you stop streaming, if you only stream like once a week or once in a while, what about all the subs? What about all the money? I never cared about that in the first place. If I did, you would have probably known that by now. Dropping like subs or losing like viewers or something. This channel has done so, like the view counts have been so ridiculous over the last year. The amount of people, the new community that this has kind of generated, it's overwhelming at times. But I was never in the game of trying to kind of min-max my Twitch stats. That doesn't do it for me. I want to continue to have fun here and enjoy what I'm doing. And recently, it's very obvious. I can't like lie to you guys, but am I going to pretend like this has not been a problem? The last like year or two, you've probably been very aware that it kind of like hurts to like exist. Like my back and spine and chest, you've seen me with like the brace on. You've seen me wearing like the boomer brace and the chest piece. And oh, I only stream for like a few hours at a time. Get a standing desk. Oh, but even standing is kind of a pain in the ass too. This is something that just hasn't gone away. And I've been to the doctor a bunch of times. We're trying to figure out what exactly could it be. Is this something that's so simple and so easy, but nobody has fixed it yet? I don't know. But I'm not gonna lie. So, boomer pog. And I also don't want anybody to twist this either. I'm okay. This is not a problem that is necessarily like ruining my life. It's just something that's constantly there, that constantly has to stay in the front of my brain. So while I'm doing anything, half of my brain is like, hey, your chest hurts. And it's like, all right, well, fuck off, shut up, leave me alone. And the other half is like, hey, you're doing this thing. And especially with the increased activity that I've been doing recently, obviously it gets a little nicer. And obviously, if COVID starts to get more under control, there's going to be a lot of shit going on here over the next 4, 5, 6 months, stream-wise. So I kind of have to be able to do these things without having it be a problem. So I'm trying desperately over these next 6 to 12 months to really, really focus on it. I love the flip. Do you guys remember those little dog toys? They were kind of scary. Where it was a little dog, it looked like a stuffed animal, but it was hard. And it was like, and then this thing went slap and did a full backflip. They were kind of terrifying. I'm bringing myself back to an era with a bunch of weird animal, like mechanical toys like that. Do you remember there was like the little gopher or like a ferret that there was a ball and it just kind of rolled around with the ball? Yeah. And they would always be in this little playpen at the mall. There was a store, and in the front of the store was like a little, it probably was about chest high, and it was a circle area that they put all this shit in. They put 2 flipping dogs, 3 ferret balls, 2 like cat things. And they would always fall out. They would always flip out of the thing and always fall out of the thing. I wonder how hard it would be to track one of those down. They were violent. The
hamsters. Yeah. They still sell those at flea markets. And you could hear it across the mall. Yes, you really could. You could. You would be 60 meters. You'd be 100 meters away. And all you would hear would be like... That's all you could hear. I completely forgot that you could actually hear it. How much is a meter? A meter is... A yard is 3 feet. A meter... 1 yard is 3 feet. So that means a meter is 2.2 pounds. That's a kilo. A meter is I don't know. 1 yard is 3 feet. 2.2 pounds is 1 kilogram. And a meter is exactly, I don't know, 3.5 feet, 3.2 feet. 3.2 feet. So why do we use yard then? Oh wait, yard, dumb, dope American stuff? Is yard? Oh no, oh, he's American. He's American. Stupid idiot, right? What is freezing in Celsius? 0. Ask me more of these. That's fine. How many meters in a kilometer? What? You don't even know that. Yeah, okay, I don't know meters to kilometers. I could dodge a fucking battle axe. Who gives a shit? I don't think you guys understand, like, who cares? You don't know what a meter to kilometers to then to micrometers, then deduce that to yards? No, but I could dodge a battle axe, and you can't. And I'll prove it to you. It's in the name. Kilobyte. Wow, what is kilo? What is kilo? What is that some? What is that some? What is that? What is kilo? What is kilo? What is it? 1,000, yeah. What is it though? What is it? Latin? Yeah, this is Latin. I don't know some like Greek god's fucking name. So what? Yes, the Greek god, kilometer. The prefix kilo is derived from the Greek word kilio, meaning 1,000. Yeah, Oh no, I didn't know that's what it was. If I took more than 1 second, I'm playing a video game and I'm talking about aliens eating pretzels, okay? I'm busy. I don't have time to think about what a kilometer is. What a fucked up question. Like, imagine you sitting there. Okay, imagine you sitting there and somebody just kind of walks up to you. You're busy. Someone's just like, "Hey, what's a kilometer?" It's like, I don't know, Frank. Fucking leave me alone. Like, I'm busy. I'd be like, "What are you asking? How much is what is kilo Greek? Is that what you're asking? What question? Why you want? How much is a kilometer, Frank? It's a distance of some kind." You're a himbo. It's fine. You were a substitute teacher. You don't, guys, I don't need to have, substitute teaching was essentially me, like, just keeping the classroom in order. It wasn't like, "Oh, by the way, students, a kilometer is 1,000 kilometers, and a millimeter is a million." No, it was just honestly, it was just to make sure, like, the students behaved. Milli, centi, 1/1000th, 1/100th. Yeah, I know. Do you think I need to know that for this? Do I need to know what a millimeter
2 ounces is. And fuck everybody. Fuck everybody. You definitely still type into Google, ounces to liters. Everybody does. Don't even pretend. Don't pretend. You still type Google ounces to liters conversion, and you type it in, and because you don't know, don't even tell me. Don't even tell me you don't do that. I don't believe it. What's an ounce? They're different measurement units, dude. Cognitive dissonance, Danny. All metric is easy. It's just times 10.
It looks like someone really
Throw it
sent
into the ocean? Didn't we already talk about this on the Hitman stream from like years ago?
Nice. I wish I could be in there.
Like if
with
you threw a car battery into the ocean, like what happens?
This must be
You know what I mean? Like we've talked about this.
Let's go.
How much electricity needs to like electrocute the water in the ocean? How far does it spread? Electric eels are so weird. What a wild creature. They have organs in their body that hold charges and then discharge. It's like 2 or 3 different organs that do different types of charging, right? It's so wild.
Well, let's find the next working
They're
one.
magic? Yeah, they kind of are. You know how many times I've made a joke about shooting electricity out of my hands? There is a creature on this earth that does that. No, sit here and think about that for 1 second. Just bear with me here. There's a creature on earth that shoots electricity out of its body to hurt stuff. Excuse me? That's not a TV show. That's a real life. All right, I gotta pay attention. Where am I going? Are you high? Be honest. No. You answered way too quickly. Now, this would be an awful game to do that with. Are you kidding me? That would be so bad. Do you understand that if that were the case, I would sit here like this for like 10 straight minutes? And people would be like, what? Where did he go BRB? And then eventually it would just move. They'd go, sorry, I was looking at that mountain. Try turning it off and turning it on. You want to talk about like the most stressed week, like the most like stressed like 5 days for streaming for me over the last like 3 months? It was trying to get like some of these old fucking like serial block shit games to work and be reliable. Half the times like they didn't even work. And I had to do so many things to make them work. It was so hair pull out insane. But I do still have those games, and like they look so much fun. I lost all my Koopa subs. Did you do a Windows 98 installation? Yes, I did. Second edition. Windows 98 second edition. It worked perfectly fine. It was great. It was running in a virtual machine. It was great. It just like still wouldn't work. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I have no idea. And at this point, like I'm so annoyed by it that I don't even want to talk about it anymore. You know? I don't. In fact, if somebody brings up Western Week, permanently ban them. Fuck. Let's discuss. All of you banned. Just wait. Yeah, I want you to keep a list. Keep a list of all these people. I want you to have like keep a list, and then go through and permaban them all. And I want to ban. I want to ban everybody that doesn't agree with me. No, all right, we're not gonna get like political here. You don't agree with me politically? Ban them forever. You want to talk about how like Pop-Tarts are better than toaster strudels? Ban them. Because how the fuck could you ever think that? You know, there was like a debate years ago. Hey, what's better, Pop-Tarts or toaster strudels? It's like, motherfucker, toaster strudels are 1,000 times better. How dare you even mention that Pop-Tarts could be even worth in being in the same sentence as toaster strudels?
Why don't we have a live taste test? How does that sound, huh?
Like, how dare you even say that? Nobody thinks that, do they? I don't know. People do, man. Look, Pop-Tarts are good. I think Pop-Tarts are a good snack. But, I mean, they're not toaster strudels. With the icing, the toaster strudel's icing. Oh, not today. Ah, shit. No, what? I can't shoot through that? I can't go underneath that? Come on, developers. What's with that video game problem that I see? I'm crazy. No, if you're new to the stream, if you've only been here for like a little while, it's something you need to know. I'm fucking crazy. And not in like the, oh man, I'm so crazy. Like, look at me, I do such crazy things. No, like, I'm fucking insane. I'm fucked. I had a doctor's appointment like 3 days ago, and the doctor just came in, and I just started talking nonsense to him. And he yawned during our little fucking talk. And he was like, oh, I'm just so tired of you. And he fucking walked out. And he wrote me like 7 prescriptions. And I was like, what the fuck? What? 7 prescriptions? I said, Flonase? I don't need Flonase. He just wrote a bunch of random drugs down and left the room. It was weird. Jerma prescribed mayonnaise. No, I didn't get prescribed mayonnaise. Also, something you need to mention if you're new to the stream. 45% of everything I say is not true. I mean, that's very important for you guys to know, right? So, like, I'm legally crazy. And 45% of everything I've ever said is not true. So, good luck. Welcome to Jerma 985. Good luck. That should be my tagline. Hey, welcome to Jerma 985. Good fucking luck. That should be on like a t-shirt, you know what I mean? Wow, that would sell. Alright, I am being a little weird right now, I'm sorry. 45% also is not true, it's about 85%. See, see? That guy gets it. That guy gets it. Welcome to Jerma 985. Fucking hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. Put that on his shirt. That's my new tagline. It's gonna say, welcome to Jerma 985. Like H-A-H. And then keep your hands inside the vehicle at all times. And then like, comma, bitch. And then like, period. And then after that, it's gonna say, right on. Think that'll sell? Think that'll give me a book deal? Doesn't even wear pants on stream. No, I don't wear pants on stream, you're right. 1 inch is about 2.5 centimeters, so it's not a huge difference. You know, it's kind of funny. I've talked so much shit about how there should be a standard buttons on all controllers. Because remember I said, oh, pressing A is annoying because if I press A on an Xbox, I'm actually pressing B on a Nintendo. Or, you know, like X on a PlayStation. Make them all the same, right? And then we don't have to worry about it. Oh yeah, I did say get Congress involved. I distinctly remember what you're talking about. I like screamed that too. That was that during what stream was that? Yeah, I was like fucking pissed. I was really pissed off. It was Super Monkey Ball. Oh yeah. Whatever. Can you imagine somebody on like what is it, like what's that government political kind of like Congress channel? Somebody's up there with like a bunch of papers like, and this is what I want to show you. We need to standardize. C-SPAN, yeah. We need to this is me, I'm putting forth the bill. Standardized game controller 225. I'm getting real sick and tired of pressing B when I want to press A. My fellow friends on the other side of the aisle seem to not care about that. They want to keep it, so when you press X, you might accidentally be pressing B. They always do that, and it's so fucking annoying. I hate when they do that. Okay, so if it's a Democrat talking about a Republican talking about a Democrat, they always go, see my friends on the other side of the aisle. Stop that. Oh, my friends over there. Oh, you see, my friends over there. Like, all right. Like, friend, like, come on. Politics, baby. I can't laugh right now. My evil foes. Don't you think that would be like kind of funny though? I feel like I would be more. I feel like, okay, if all of a sudden, if like one of the Democrats was just like, now My evil foe is on the other side of the aisle there. I feel like being like, that's funny. You kind of got me there. Like, that's funny. My arch nemesis. My worst enemies. I feel like that would make one of those, like, old motherfuckers laugh. And then they'd sign your bill. You see, Senator Davidson over there. Senator Stevenson. You know, one of my true enemies. And then they cut to him and he's like, I'll sign it now. I'll sign it. Those fuckers over there. All right, I'm doing the build the Minecraft house and take it down over and over again. Don't you just wish that, like, on Halloween, you know, one of those, like, senators was just in, like, a banana costume? You know what I mean? Just gets up there and just like, let me tell you, you might think I look ridiculous, but my friends on the other side of the aisle, they're the ridiculous ones. I feel like I would be pretty good in, like, Congress. I feel like I could do it. I think I would be able to do it. No, you couldn't. My friends on the other side of the aisle over there. You would never get elected. I don't think I would. Longest bit taking more than 5 minutes. Just running for president. Future gamer, thanks for the 250. I had a dream that involved you. The dream started with me on this huge cube-shaped building, and I decided to enter it. I soon found out that I was trapped inside, so I started looking for an exit. I somehow knew that the very center of the building had horses, and horses would help me escape, so I head there. I was walking and I saw a weird gray slime start flowing out of a wall, and in my head that meant that a monster was nearby. I grabbed an axe and killed it. I kept going. It was at this point of the dream that I found my actual house. I went to my bedroom and went on Twitch to watch you stream. You were making your way through the same cube-shaped building trying to find the horses. People in chat were all arguing in caps about how there were no horses and that you were going the wrong way. I turned off the stream and tried to sleep, but I was too scared that a monster was going to enter my room. I just sort of ended up in my bathroom and took a bath. I was just relaxing in my bathtub, trying not to freak out from possible monsters. All of a sudden, more of that gray slime burst out of the faucet, and it got all over me and into my mouth. I was trying to claw my way out of the bath, but it was too slippery and I could not leave. This is when the dream ended. Interpret this, please. I don't know. The gray slime is maybe some... I don't know. Why do I need to interpret that? The only thing that I had to do with that was you happened to watch my stream for 5 seconds. You got like gray slime going into your mouth. I have nothing to do with that. You just watched me on camera. You just watched my stream. The no horses thing fucking killed me. Well, Future Gamer, that was $7.50 worth of dream. I don't know. Maybe the gray slime represents something that you're holding back, or something that you're afraid of, and you don't want it to catch up with you. Make it in dreams. You're going the wrong way. There are no horses. I've seen that already. Thank you, Zafandu, for the $15. And they say, I've been trying to say this all week, but I've somehow managed to miss all of your streams. My birthday just passed, and I wanted to say thank you for another year of laughs. You genuinely are my favorite streamer YouTuber, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of what you have to offer. Thanks again. Hope your shit stuff's breaking. Love you, Jeremy. Well, thank you, Zafandu. Zafandu. I appreciate that. Like, that. I'm just happy that you're happy. That makes me happy. It does. I know you probably hear people say that all the time, but I constantly want to better myself, and constantly want to better the streams and the videos and shit. That's like what keeps me alive. I would die. Like I would just like turn like okay, so like you know in Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Three Kings, when like if Indiana Jones stops moving, he dies. He like just gets really old. Like every time he like stops moving, like he stays still, his skin gets like a little like more wrinkled and shit. And like if he stops moving for more than like 30 seconds, he's like, he dies. I don't want that to happen to me. What maybe it wasn't Indiana Jones. It was one of those movies. It was with one of those fucking movies that with the guy. It was Indiana Jones. Anyways, thank you. Froglock, thanks for the $5. Even if things go wrong, sometimes we always appreciate what you do. Personally, man, you've helped me through so much crap in my life. Remember, Jerma Rumble came out and some pretty heavy stuff. Nothing made me smile, laugh as much as that until I watched all of your Stardew Valley streams 3 times. I fucking love that game. But yeah, Froglock, like, if you liked Jerma Rumble Live, like, there's more of that shit is coming. More of that shit, I promise, will make its return. I promise. And hopefully it makes you as fucking happy as that video did. That would make me very happy. There's gonna be a lot of people this summer working very hard to try to make that a reality, so thank you. Live action or just live? Oh, live action. There's gonna be a lot of random shit. I actually was talking to one of my quote producers today. I saw him not that long ago. Ow. And we were talking about like how like warehouse space, studio space, like it's gonna be the real deal. And I fucking just got to the exit. Good. Live action. That would be so much fun. That would be so funny. And, like you can't edit anything. Like all like the fucked up shit that happens just stays in. That's not to say that all like the fucked up like mistakes didn't stay in the first one. I like made sure of that. I made sure to make sure that a large amount of those whoops don't leave this in, but I don't give a fuck it's staying in moments. Those are like some of my favorite moments. Live stream the film shoot. We could do something like that. Although like I don't want to give stuff away like too quick. I mean, like, the Jerma Rumble live action video was... No, I didn't really talk about it at all. Nobody knew that was going to happen. Like, I mean, I alluded to a few things, and I told... I did a couple of meetups at PAX's and, like, told people there. But I never, like, told everybody what was going on. So I think I would like to probably keep it under wraps, like, exactly when the video would be out, exactly what it would be. But just know that more things like that are going to be on the channel. I just hope it hasn't been like long enough on the main channel where people just fucking forgot that it existed and I get like 30 views. Oh, here comes like a huge video. It costs like $35,000. And it's like, whoops, I put it on the main channel. So it got like, everyone forgot about this channel. It gets like fucking 212 views. It's definitely been that long. No, I would make like a series of videos before it. Just being like, hey, remember me? Are you still here? All right, nice. See you soon. I wouldn't just throw that up there. I'd make sure that like those people still knew I was alive. Mix in smaller skits with a bigger budget, with the big budget stuff to maintain an audience. Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing though, like I'm gonna say something that might sound weird coming from somebody that like makes fucking streams and videos and shit for a living, right? But like I don't like care about that stuff. Like I don't like necessarily care about. I gotta maintain like the influencer, gotta keep like the fucking viewers and the money going, and I gotta keep everything. Hey, gotta stick around, guys. I'll see you on Tuesday for the next fucking shitty video that I put 5 minutes into. I don't like care about that. Like, hey, all right, yeah, I gotta make like fucking 7 videos a week. I gotta make like fucking 2 videos a week to keep like people. I don't like that stuff. Doesn't make me happy. Tuesday, new video confirmed. I hope I'm like articulating what I mean here. By the way, wait, when's the next shitty video coming out? Hey, gamers. Yeah, but the idea is you can keep the creative juices flowing without having to drain the bank. Well, I mean, look at what I do right now, though. So, like, Twitch TV right now is my, like, throw my brain out on, like, a canvas and, like, just do and play and say whatever, right? Because if I wasn't streaming these games, I would be making videos on them. Like, I played Outlast, and I beat Outlast. If I didn't stream Outlast, I would have just played Outlast and, like, probably done similar shit and made an Outlast video. But I streamed it. So, like, Twitch is now, like, my outlet for just throwing myself out there and just making content, in quotes, I guess you could call it, right? And, I mean, yeah, I beat Outlast on stream. I did. Grandpa's Blunderbuss. Let's... This thing kind of sucks. Let's do this. Play Total Distortion on stream? I would probably do that, but that requires me to get it to run and fucking get captured, which, as you're all aware, the last, like, few weeks with doing, like, the old Windows 98 shit, that's not easy to capture a lot of those games on stream. It just isn't, unfortunately. I mean, I could try, but the headache that was, like, Game Show Week and Dinosaur Week, some of those games were, like, ripping teeth out to get captured on OBS. And also, that's not to say that I want to, like, abandon my YouTube audience and abandon YouTube. No. I care about... Because I can't do it every day, guys. That's the thing. Like, that's something that I try to articulate this sometimes. I can't do it every day. I can't put on, like the entertainer shtick thing. Like, I can't do that. So if I'm not in, like, a good headspace, or if I'm not, like, feeling alright, or if I'm not, like, feeling like I want to, you know, broadcast or make a video, I can't do it. I can't, like, fucking do that shit. Some people can. Some people can fucking put on a face every single fucking day. I can't do it. Even if I try. Like, I just can't do it. And no, and I'm fine. Don't worry. Just point a shitty webcam at the stream. I'm gonna be fine. Don't worry about me. But some people can put it on every day and, like, stream or make a video every day. I'm not one of those people. I tried to do it for a while. You guys remember, like, the old fucking YouTube channel where I would, like, make, you know, 4, 5, 6 videos a day? No, wait, no, not a day. Not a day. A week. I remember when I used to make 5 or 6 videos a fucking day. And plus, if, like, guys, you know what you're getting into. Look at the title of the stream. You'd rather me wait to me to, like, be in a good mood. It's not necessarily like good mood. It's just I want to do something. So why, like, I never play the same game for more than fucking, like, 3 days. It's why I don't play games for more than, like, 2 or 3 streams in a row. Because, like, I constantly need to be, like, changing what I do. Otherwise, I get bored. So, the Riddle, thank you for the 10 bucks also. Just saw the new video, and I've been watching videos of yours for about 4 years. Thanks for all the entertainment over the years. Well, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for allowing me to do this. Because without you guys, there is nothing. You know, like, if people weren't watching, you know, years ago, I may have not had the drive or the motivation to continue. So, you guys are the reason why. But thank you for the 10 bucks. Appreciate it. Tot, thank you for the $5. I thought you said you were going to be in the video comments. I said I was going to read all of them. And obviously I've been streaming, so after this is over, when I hit stop streaming, I'm going to go see what people are saying and stuff. So I'm going to be spending most of my time in bed tonight reading almost every comment. I'm going to try to read every single one of them. Because I obviously care about what everybody has to say. But thank you for the $5, dude. Will Twitch subscriptions and cheers go towards more main channel videos? Yes. But that's like the weird slippery slope for me, right? So, like, obviously I make money on Twitch. Like, you guys have been subbing and fucking giving bits and shit. There's... you guys have been giving me money. And, you guys already are paying me to, like, stream and be, like, around. And like, you know, I have a lot of subs. But I think the difference is is like a production budget for like a video, for instance, right? Like for instance, the one that we want to make is potentially going to cost like more than like $15,000 to $20,000. Now I can do that with my own money, but it's like I have to use every cent that I own to do it, right? And there's no monetary gain on YouTube anymore, really at all. Making money from like ads on YouTube, like, oh, that video, if the video does well, no, there is no return on that investment for me. I do it because I want to, right? Extreme exhale. We'll see though. I'm not gonna set anything in stone, but that's gonna be it. I think I caught up all the way. Thank you everybody for sticking around. I know the stream was a little all over the place tonight just because of technical issues with, obviously, the Absolver, like, didn't really work. But it was still fun to try it. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.